Another fight you could do with Connor, just thought of it. Another fight you could do with Connor is Jorge Masvidal. You could also do Leon Edwards, Jorge Masvidal. So for Jorge, it's only super fights now, right? So you could do something like that. I don't know if I'll fight Leon Edwards, but that'd be great for Leon because he wins that one. He would definitely get a title shot. But you're in Kobe versus Kamaru and Gilbert versus Leon, I would assume. But the kind of dark horse in the race would be Masvidal against Connor. That'd be a huge fight. But again, Connor's going to go up to 70. He struggles with at 55. He's not the bigger guy. He's not the bully anymore. These guys can kind of eat his shots at 55. At 70, they're definitely eating his shots. Masvidal's a big fucking dude. So Connor's heyday was at 45. His one win at 55. One win. Those are facts. Michael Chiesa is right there as well. Vicente Luque. So 70 is pretty packed. So it just wouldn't make sense for a lot of those matchups because it's pretty jam-packed up there. So we'll see what they do there. But definitely call that one right. And then Tai Tuivasa got it done against Greg Hardy. For Greg Hardy, I just think it's an inexperienced thing. I've been there. You rock the guy. You rush in. They're heavyweights. You get clipped. It's game over. That's heavyweight. Greg Hardy, you can only learn from experience, and he's learning. Unfortunately, he's learning at the highest level, and you don't get a lot of opportunity when you keep losing like that. So we'll see what they do with him. I don't think they're going to cut him, but he's just not at that. He's not at the level. It's going to be tough. He's always going to be a guy that we tune in for, and I do when he fights. I tune in. I like to watch the evolution of Greg Hardy, but he just doesn't. There's not enough hours in the day to compete with those top 15 guys. There's just not. He can do all the training he wants, but he's just not. Tai Tuivasa is not even top 15. So he falls down the queue. Irene looked phenomenal. She got the TKO. She looked really, really good. And then, the MVP of the card probably would be a guy who lost, and they definitely should have stopped the fight. The Sean O'Malley fight versus Chris Motino. Motino belongs in the UFC. That's a fact. He did get lit up like a lime green Christmas tree. Shout out to Billie Eilish, who clearly inspired his haircut. But he belongs in the UFC, man. He looked damn good doing it, talked shit the whole time. It's such a shame Herb Dean went. There's 30 seconds left. It's his first UFC fight. Let me stop this early. Thanks, Herb. You don't think he earned the right to go out on his shield? Come on, dude. And for Sean O'Malley, I know that, he was whatever, a minus 1,000, and he should have knocked the guy out. Sometimes these guys are tough as fuck, and that's that kid's, his life is on the line. His entire career is on the line, and he had a hell of a chin. I think it's good for Sean O'Malley he didn't starch that guy. I know the hype on Sean would have been bigger if he starched him, but I like that Sean had to work and had to light this kid up, and he hurt his hand, punched him so many times, and we got to see the whole Rolodex of Sugar Sean O'Malley. I thought Sugar Sean looked fantastic. But that Chris kid definitely belongs in the UFC. Shout out to him. Definitely the MVP of the night. Best fight on the card for sure. Max Griffin looked phenomenal. Him and Carlos Condit. Michael Piera versus Nico Price. That was a fun fight. Ryan Hall. Yeesh. The guy said, "Oh, you like to go for half guard? Very cool." I don't think so. Let's not do that. I'm going to punch you in the face, and that's what happens. They gave him a tough fucking matchup. He's an underdog for a reason. Told you guys about Duplessis. He's an absolute fucking monster at middleweight. Make sure you pay attention to that kid. Former champion from other organizations. He is a fucking terror. Make sure you pay attention to him. Fun card. Overall, great main card. Great main card. You had fucking what? Besides, that main event sucks when the guy breaks his leg. There's no clear-cut winner, although Dustin Poirier definitely won that fight. But you know what I'm saying. When he doesn't get a chokeout or knockout, or at least a clear-cut decision, it kind of leaves you wanting more. I know Dustin Poirier felt weird about it, felt a certain type of way about it. But you're talking about fucking all finishes besides that co-main event. It's a great card, man. It's a great card. Great card to do for a fight campaign because there's so much fucking entertainment. It was a great card, man. Phenomenal card. Couldn't ask for anything better, man. But to wrap this whole UFC 264 up, the Conor ride, he'll still come back and crush the pay-per-view stuff like that. But as far as him being a top 5 lightweight, it's over, kids, and that's okay because he's one of the greatest to ever do it. 2-division world champion, one of the best to ever fucking do it. This is not a sad story. He has $400 million in the bank. Don't feel bad for him. He'll be okay. He'll get his leg back. He'll fight Nate Diaz, a Tony Ferguson, a Jorge Masvidal. There's still some super fights for him. But as far as him being active in the hunt for the world title, that story's over. That story's over. And that's okay. That's the point of this podcast. That's okay. What else you got, Jen?
All right. I guess a little bit of breaking news. The Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight has an actual date and location now. August 29th in Cleveland at the...
So we knew it was August 29th, but we thought it was going to be in Vegas. Most of the Showtime team did. Cleveland, huh? That'd be fun.
Rocket Mortgage
That's right. That's where the Paul bros are from, is Cleveland. Dude, did you see freaking Jake Paul trolling Conor?
Oh, yeah.
With his $100,000 pendant of Conor like laying on the mat, knocked out, and then told Dustin Poirier, goes, "Hey man, I feel like you deserve it. Do you want me to snap off the ankle, or do you want to do it?" That's the other thing nobody's talking about. Logan Paul, and if Conor just wants these super fight pay-per-views and wants the most money, Jake Paul would be that. He'll be your Huckleberry. He's a guy where if you want the most money possible, the biggest name to fight in the game as far as those weird super fights would be Jake Paul.
He's been calling him out forever.
Yep.
And predicting it. Well, this is that thing you're talking about.
Hey, does Poirier want me to ship this dude? $100K gift from me. I think you deserve it. Let me know. What'd Poirier say? Scroll down.
Send it over.
Send it over. That's
and
hilarious.
then he goes,
who would wear that? Got you. You want the ankle snapped off, or do you want to do it? Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're Conor, you talk all that shit, man. This is what happens. I'll tell you the other thing, too, on the broadcast of UFC 264. I love that they finally used Laura Sanko. She was featured finally on a major pay-per-view. I think she's the best they have. She's just great. She's really, really good at her job and deserves all the credit in the world. So I hope they use her more. And I know it's an unpopular opinion, and the MMA world hates when newcomers come into the game and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And when we saw Stephen A. Smith and Molly Kieram and Max Kellerman were on the panel, everyone went, shit. But I got to be honest, I didn't see too much Max, or Max did have the sunglasses on, which was a weird look. Whatever, he was outside. But I did think Stephen A. Smith did his homework this time, learned that you can't come into these things and make these weird assumptions and opinions when you're not from this world. That's like putting Bisping in the NBA and then him being like, talking shit about LeBron and his toughness. The NBA fans are like, dude, who the fuck is this guy? So with Stephen A. Smith, I thought he did his homework. I thought he added some good insight. I thought he learned from getting absolutely annihilated by Joe Rogan when he talked shit about Donald Cerrone. He learned from that and actually did pretty good this time. I was a fan of it. And I think for the sport to grow, you need guys like Stephen A. Smith to bring it to that next level and get those casuals that are clearly familiar with Stephen A. Smith because he's the biggest analyst in the game. For him to come over to the UFC, I think it's a good thing. I really do. I know that's not a popular opinion amongst the MMA community, but I don't give a fuck. BT Sport did a great job breaking this down. They had freaking Hardy on there, they had Till on there, and they had my boy Gordy on there, who I thought brought great analysts to it. He's actually, out of all the experts, you had Bisping, you had Till, you had all the boys from BT Sport, you had Iro Hawani, you had the whole crew. Out of anyone, Gordy called it right. He predicted the fight fucking spot on. I thought his insight was great, man. I hope they use him more. He did a great job.